Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 4 of this SS United States tutorial. Today's focus is the next phase of the ship's superstructure, which will focus on 3 decks, I believe. The boat deck, or open promenade, or not open promenade, and things like that. So what we're going to do first is go to the front wall, which we built in part 3, which is this curved wall here, which goes out to the overhang, like so. So you've got the overhang over there, and you've got this front wall here. So what we're going to do now is go from the centre, which is here, and build the wall 5 high all the way round to the first block of the overhang. So the first block of the overhang is this point here. So you can see the overhang starts right there. So you build the 5 high all the way around to this point here. So I just increase that in height to there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high like that. So from the centre around to that point there, increase to 5 high. So I shall start in the centre and work my way round, and do the same on both sides. So I shall start here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and just do this all the way around to that pillar, like I just mentioned there. So just 5 high all the way around, and then we're going to start adding the side windows, which is going to be another joy of things to do, because, like I say, it's a real pain in it. Well, I usually say it's a pain in the ass to do, but with this ship, because the windows are all staggered in different orders and things, it's going to be an interesting thing to do. So I do what I can here freehand, because I know people moan when I use World Edit, but I normally use World Edit just to save a bit of time. I know it's cheating a bit, but you don't really want to see me do every block in every area, so it's it's just an annoyance for some people. But anyway, just getting to the end of this little phase here, and there we go. That's 5 high from the centre all the way around to the first block of the overhang. So I shall quickly copy this to the other side, and then we can move on. So down to that point there, so copy, flip to the right, and then paste. And there we go, that's both sides done, and that's how it should look. So there's the front wall done like that. And now what we're going to do now is go to that first block behind that last, well, the first block of the overhang, which is there. We're going to go just behind that and start adding the windows. Now the windows are in staggered clumps and in different orders, so this could go one of many ways. But what we're going to do first, we're going to add 4 pairs of windows. Between each pair there's 2 blocks. Between each window and each pair there's 1 block. So it's awkward to explain, but just go what I'm doing. So the first window we want to do is add the first window 3 blocks high, and then another one with a block gap like that, and then leave a 2 block gap and add another window and another window. So that's 2 pairs like that. As you can see, 2 pairs of windows with a 2 block gap between. Then leave another 2 block gap and add another 2 pairs. So pair there, and then 2 block gap, pair there, and pair there. So that's our 4 pairs of windows like that. That's what I'm reading on my notes. And then what we do is go on the inside and fill in the gaps, or go between them rather, and fill in the gaps. So just do that point to there, and between that one, like so. So there's our 4 pairs like that, all filled in. Alright, so I just changed my notes so I know what I'm doing. And then what we want to do after that pair of after those 4 pairs, this last pair here, we want to add a 3 block white spacer. So 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks high like that. And then we want to add 2 windows, so 1 and then 2, so it's a pair of windows like that, and then space in between like that. And then after that you want to leave another 3 spacer, 1, 2, 3 by 3 high, like so, like that. And then for the next row of windows we want 4 pairs of windows again, like at the beginning. What 4 pairs of windows, so that's 1 pair, 2 block gap, and then 2 pairs, 2 block gap, 3 pairs, 2 block gap, 4 pairs, like that. So there's 4 pairs like that. And you just notice I put a window on the curve here, or where the hull juts out a bit. So you put a window there, and then another window on the outside block there, like so. So it's just where the hull gets wider slightly, but it's still a 1 block gap. And then what you want to do there is just go in between again and fill in the gaps. This is the second attempt at recording this. I've already screwed it up once, so I'm trying not to do that again. Anyway, that's our 4 pairs like that. And then after that we want, pardon me, we want a 3 block spacer again, so 1, 2, 3, and by 3 high like that. And then we want 2 pairs of windows again, so a pair of windows there, 2 gap, and then 2 pairs of windows like that. So 2 pairs like that, and then add the blocks in between. that. And then we want a 9 block gap, I believe. So I just look over there on the prototype, and I think it's a 9 block gap. I can't really tell from here, but I'm not sure that's right. Let me just bear with me on this one. Right, I just did a jump cut there to go over and check, and I think it's okay. So if it is wrong, then we'll delete this and start again. Anyway, so after that, those 2 pairs there, we want to add a 9 block gap, or 9 block white spacer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then increase that to 3 blocks high. Like so, so 9 windows, 9 spacer like that. And then after that, we want 2 pairs of windows again. So we put our first pair there, and then our second pair like so. So it's 9 windows, 2 pairs, and then after that you want a 3 spacer afterwards. So I'll fill in the gaps in between, and then after that a 3 spacer. So 3 by 3 high like that. And I'm just going to do another jump cut while I check my notes, so bear with me. Okay, back again. Just made a slight mistake. So there's 2 pairs of windows we just built here. There's actually a 3 block gap between them. So if I just remove the last 2 windows, so we wanted a pair of windows and then a 3 spacer between the window, and then we add our pair afterwards. So put another, oh damn it, put our pairs of windows there, and then a space in between, and then a 3 spacer afterwards. So it was a pair of windows, 3 spacer, pair of windows, and then 3 spacer again. That's my apologies there. So that's how it should be there, like that. So it looks something like that, if you can see. So pair 3, like that. Right, now we move on to the more awkward bit, which is going to be shitloads of windows going along the side. So what we're going to do is add 6 windows. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we want a 2 block, hang on, 2 gaps, sorry, and then another 2 windows, and then a 3 spacer after that. So it's 6 windows, 2 gap, 2 windows, 3 gap, like that, and then we fill in the gaps in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 space, 2 windows, 3 space, and that's how that should be. Now we're going to go and do that 7 times now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually 8 times. So that's section 1. So we move on to number 2 now, which is the same again. So it's 6 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 2 gap, and then 2 windows, 1 and 2, and then a 3 spacer afterwards. And then again, we're filling the gaps. And then move on to the next one. We want, change my notes, make sure I'm doing this right. I'm doing it in order, so if I screw up, it's a thing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 gap, window, window, and then a 3 spacer afterwards. And then fill in the gaps. That should be 3 groups of 6 windows already. So move on to group number 4. So it's the same again. We have 6 windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 gap, 1, 2, and then a 3 spacer afterwards like that, and then just fill in the gaps again. Like I say, I'm doing this in order so I don't screw it up. I'm doing it by my notes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 done. So another 4 groups like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so I'm on to the 5th group now. So, oh, piss, just threw the window away. There. Right, so I want 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 gap. 1, 2. And then the 3 spacer again. This is gonna, this is very slow at doing this, but I just want to make sure I'm explaining everything. And just fill in the gaps between the windows again. And move on to the next lot. We want 6 again, so bear with me. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 gap, 1, 2, 3 space afterwards. and then gaps in between. And there we go, that's that one there. So move on to the next one again. What, another group of 6? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just make sure I've done this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 groups so far. So we want another 2 groups like that. So we're doing 6 windows again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 gap. 1, 2, and then 3 spacer. And then fill in the gaps again. So just double check that. It's 1, 2, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more group of 6 windows, I think. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 gap, 1, 2, and a 3 space, and then fill in the gaps. And that's that. And then after that, in theory, it should be 10 more windows. Let me just double check this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 groups of those 6 windows. I'll just double check to make sure that's right, because I don't want to screw this up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 windows, 8 groups of 6 windows. That's fine. And then after that, 3 gap at the end here, 3 spaces. Sorry, we want 10 windows. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so, and then fill in the gaps. Like that, so it's 10 windows there, and then after the 10 windows we want a 6 a 6 gap or a 6 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then increase that to 3 high. And there we go. That should be the end of all the windows. That's this side of the side of the ship basically done. And it don't look too bad. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go on the inside. So at the end of that row of 6 here, which is this part here, go on the inside of that and build inwards towards the centre. And you want to build inwards 25, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, plus a red block, and hopefully that should be 25 out the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, that's fine. So 25 across like that, and then this back wall, we just increase that to 5 high. So I shall start, I'll go from the centre, and then we can do the other side in a copy paste. So increase the back wall to 5 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and then build the whole wall 5 high all the way across. I use welded it for this bit, so set quartz like that, and there we go. There's the back wall increased in height, and then across the top of the windows all the way forward, we just add a line of blocks like so. So I should do this as quickly as I can. So basically, if you can see, just adding a line of blocks along the top of the windows, all the way along down to the front end. So basically all the way down to that beginning pillar on the front wall. So just build these line across the top of the windows as quick as I can. And then all we need to do is just copy, flip and paste to the other side. That's the theory, at least, anyway. So like I say, I'll do this as quick as I can. Apologies that it's taken so long, but I just wanted to explain everything and try and do it all in order, because it is an awkward thing to do when all the windows are staggered in different groups. So I do apologise for taking my time, but I just wanted, like I said, I just wanted to make sure I did it all right. But everything seems to have worked so far. Ooh. And up to the last section here, I think. So we're nearly at the end. Yep, nearly at the end. So it's basically, like I say, is add that line all the way along the top of the windows, all the way to the front end there. And there we go. That's the windows all covered. And you can see there looks something like that. Marvellous. So what we want to do now is just do copy that all the way to the other side. So what I'll do, I'll go to the back end and then copy it to the other side. It will take a little while for me to do it otherwise. So what do I want? I'm going to go over to here, add a black block there, and copy from that point, and then just copy it to the other side. So it's the same on both sides. So that's what I'm doing. I just basically copy, flip, paste to the other side, and then everything will be fine. So yeah, just the copy and paste is just saving time. You don't want me to go all through all that again. So then we're up to that center point there, and what we'll do the usual copy, flip to the right. I think that was right, and then paste. And there we go. That's that all done. So the back walls is copied across as well, so that's fine. And we've got the windows across the back, across the sides, on both sides. So it should look something like that. And yeah, we have got some weird shadow issues, but I can't really do much about that. You'll see there, big shadow. So there we go. That is that area done. And all we need to do now is just go back to the front end and start adding the deck. Did I add internal walls? No, I didn't. So there's no inside walls to this deck, which is something I don't normally leave out, but I did on this build because of the vast size of it, but no big deal. So what we're going to do now is just go from the inside and start adding the deck. So go from the top of the white, just add the deck all the way from the front end to the back end, and it shouldn't look too bad. Now I can't remember the code for this one, so I'm just going to check my notes and work out what it is. So it's 25113 is the one I want. So yeah, so it's the code for green concrete. So I just do the first few sections like I usually do, and then I just use the fill tool to fill it all in. So you can see, got the deck there, and it just goes all the way back to the back end of the deck we just built. So I should stand on this block here and use the fill tool. So I should do /fill 251:13 by 2000, and that should fill in the whole deck, hopefully. So this may take a little while. Oh, that was quicker than I expected. I was just about to have a drink. Never mind. There we are. There's the deck. Well, it's sort of filled in. It's slowly filling in. Anyway, that's the deck added there on the top of the window. So I just fly down to the back end and make sure that's all filled into the back end, and everything should be hunky diddly dory. And I believe that's fine. Yep, the deck's all filled in. Yep, that's fine. So the deck goes all the way up to the back wall, and there we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we shall move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the next deck of the ship superstructure. So the deck we just built here is actually now the boat deck. So the lifeboats will go on this deck here. So that's what we just built. So we're going to go to the front wall of the deck we just built, which is here, and the front center block. And what we're going to do is count to the 6th block back on the green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a red center block. So that's 6th block back on the green, like so. And I'm just going to try and get the frame rate to increase. Bear with me. And yeah, that's a bit better. Right. Anyway, so that's the center block there. And then this front wall here, you're gonna build that 17 wide. So that is 8 either side of this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. So that's 17 wide like that. And what you want to do is build out 2 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. I do the same on the other side, so I do 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's the front wall like that. And then for the sides we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then an even bigger line of 238. So that's the first block there. Then I want to build a line of 238. So this will take a little while. So like I say, it'll be 238 blocks long, according to my notes. So this should take a little while. But I measure as I go along. So how far is that? That is 50. So a little bit further to go. So it's basically the full length of the boat deck, really. But 238 blocks is what we're after. That's how I measured it at, anyway. And how far is that? That is 166, so about another 90 to go. Not quite 90, about 70. That's So how far is that? That is 226. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that is 238. There we go. That's the 238 block long line there. And at the end of that 238 block long line there, you're going to build inwards 8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And then back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then inwards again 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus a centre block there. And I'll just make sure that's in line with the other one, but I can't tell because I don't know where the other centre line is. So bear with me, I'll just make sure that is the centre. So I can't really tell from where I am. But there we are, there's the centre. I'm just going to make sure this is in line with the block we just built. So that should be in centre line. So just going along the line. Yep, that's fine. So there we are, that's the centre line there. So you do the same thing on the other side. And then everything should be fine. So what I'll do, I'll quickly copy this to the other side. Otherwise I'll be here all day doing it. So I'll copy from there. So it's the same on both sides. You want the 2, 3, 8 down the other side. And then you want the 8 in, 4 back, and then 9 in again up to that centre line. But what I'll do, I'll quickly copy this to the other side. We'll get the foundations out of the way. So I'll copy to there. And we'll do copy, flip to the right, and then paste. And there we go, there's both sides done, and it should look something like that. So there's the front wall sort of done like that. Now what we want to do now is increase the front wall. Now this is only going to be the 17 long section there, plus the 2 rows of 3. You're going to increase them to 5 high. So I'll do the front wall first, so increase this to 5 high, like so. So I shall quickly use welded it for this bit. So the front wall is done there. So there we are, that's the front wall 5 high. And then the 2 rows of 3 each side, like that. And then also the first row of 2 as well. Increase that to 3 high as well. 5 high, sorry. And do the same on the other side. So the 2 rows of 3, increase them to 5 high. And also that first row of 2, increase to 5 high like that. So that is those rows there. And it should look something like that. And then what you want to do now is go from that row of 2. So we're going to go from the top and we're going to build outwards. So from that row of 2, what we want is to build 1 like that. And then what you want to do then is build, so basically it increases that to 3 high. So you're going from the top only, okay? So that row of 2, like we said there, just increase that to 3 at the top like that. Then behind that you want to add 2 rows of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. So we're building outwards to the side, and then we want 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you want back 2, 1, 2 like that, and then we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we want 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we want 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 like that. Then we want to build inward 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you build down, straight down to connect to the foundations below. So 1, 2, 3 like that, and that connects to the foundations of the walls there. So what this is, this creates an overhang, sort of promenade, open promenade deck area. It's on the prototype, but I can't really see it, but it's in this area there. So that's that side done there. I'll do the same the other side now. So that row of 2 at the top, increase that to 3 there, and then we add another 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then back 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then inward 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down 1, 2, 3, like that, to connect to the foundations. And it should, in theory, look something like that. Now, the walls, the foundations between the front wall and this pillar here, we're going to increase to 4 high, so 2, 3, 4 all the way along, and then the 5th block up will be where the deck goes. So the inside walls here, increase them to 4 high. I shall use welded it quickly to get these bits done, so, or at least try to anyway. So increase them to 4 high, so. So I'll try and do this freehand, like so. There we go. So that's how that should look. So when we add the deck will sit on top of these walls here. So damage that. So that's that there. So what I'll do now, I'll quickly copy that to the other side. These inside walls here, or these 4 high walls. I just want to save as much time as I can. So build the same the other side. So those walls over on that side there, between the front wall and the pillar, increase to 4 high. And then I'll just quickly copy that. So copy, flip, paste. And there we go, there's the walls there, increased to 4 high. And then behind the pillar, or behind where the wall goes from, or basically get from that side part, connects to the deck, to the foundations there. Behind this, all the way around to the back, it increased the walls to 5 high. So basically, from that height there. So I should quickly do that myself, using Weld Edit. So I'm going to build all these walls now to 5 high. And then it should all look hunky-diddly-dory, in theory. Hey. Alright, so down to the back end here, we'll use set quartz. There, so there we are, there's the main wall there, increased to 5 high, and then across the back, we'll do the same again. And then up to the other side. Down to there. And then we'll go back up the other side. There we go, so that's the back walls all done there. So just build this side wall up to the other side, to the front part again. And then everything should be hunky-dory. Down to there. And there we go. There's the walls all increased. So there's the 5 high walls going all the way to the back. And the inside walls, which are now the inside walls, are now 4 blocks high. So the deck will sit, like I say, on top of these inside walls here. But before we do that, I'm going to go back to the where the outside overhanging wall connects back to the foundation, or connects back to the main walls. What we're going to do is add a line of blocks underneath the overhanging wall. So just add the blocks going around the full outside edge, like so, all the way around to the front, or where they connect to the front wall. Like so, and there we are. It should look something like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side, may as well. And this should all be okay when it's all done. And there we go, up to the back there. And there we are, that's that section done there. So that's all done there, that looks fine. So what we can do now is start to add the deck. So we'll go from the front wall again, from the top, and just start adding the deck in this area there, like so. And as before, like I said, the deck will sit on top of these inside walls. So go from the front here all the way to the back, you just fill in with the deck, the green deck, and it should all look fine. So I shall use the fill tool again. So fill 251 13, I think, and then 2000, and that should fill in the whole deck. In theory, I haven't got a drink to drink this time. There we go. There's the deck done, and it should all look something like that. I apologise for the green actually, because I know the real ship had green decks, but it just looks so shit, doesn't it? I prefer it if it was planking or decking, proper wood. But just having to do things accurately, it does detract. But it's the thing. Anyway, that's the green deck added on the top there. Now what we're going to do now, before we move on, we're going to add the front stairs. Now these 2 front walls here is where staircases are going to be. So what we're going to do, go to the bottom deck first, the bottom of the raised deck. And what we're going to do is remove the centre 5 of the top block. So go from the centre and remove 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 there, and 4, 5 there. So the centre 5 blocks there, like that, remove. And then with green, you build forward 3. 1, 2, 3. And then other side 1, 2, 3. And then just fill in the space in between. So it's a 5 wide section like that, but 3 forward like that. And then between, or from the edge, sorry, you're going to add stairs going down sideways. So I shall get my stairs. Now it's up to you what colour stairs you want to use, but I'm going to use quartz stairs because we don't have green ones. So what we're going to do is add stairs there, and they're basically going down to the deck below like that. So build the stairs in like so, and it should look something like that. Same the other side, add the stairs going down like so, and there we go, there's the stairs added like that. And it don't look too bad. It's not brilliant, but it's up to you if you want to do it like that. You can actually make it only 1 block wide if you want to, but I thought 2 would be more in scale. So there's the stairs there, and then what you want to do is at the bottom of the stairs you build up 2, 1, 2, and just keep going up 2s, 2s, 2s till you get to the top there. Same the other side, build up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, or basically up to there, and then across the front like so. And then this whole space in here, just fill in with white blocks. Like so. And it should look something like that. So there's the stairs added. And then in the centre, on this wall here, we're going to add, or get rid of the 3 centre blocks and replace them with black. And then 1 either side. This is just a bit of detailing that was on the models I used as reference. So you just have 3, basically number 1s like that, or 3 lines on the front wall like that. And that is how that should look, if you know what I mean. It's not brilliant, it's not pretty, but it will do. And that's that there. So that's those stairs there. So we do the same at the top up here. So the next row of stairs up here, but slightly different design. We want to remove the centre 9. So remove the centre block at the top, and then remove 4 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And then with the green, you build 3 forward again. So 1, 2, 3. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then fill in the whole space in between with green, snot coloured green. There we go. So there's that bit done there. And then the same again at each end. Build the stairs going down like so, like that. And at the bottom of the stairs there on this side, you can add 2 blocks up like that to create the banisters. And then we do the same the other side. Add stairs going down like so. There we go, and at the bottom again add the banisters on there, and then on the outside add the banisters again, so 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 1, and then 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 1, and then all the way across to the other side, and then this whole space again, and just fill that in with white blocks. And it should all look fine. It's just it's quite a big detail actually. I didn't say small detail, but it's a big detail. And it's one that I left out on my previous builds of this, but these are fully incorporated now. So there we are. There's our 4 staircases basically on the front of the superstructure, and it looks something like that. They don't look too bad, do it? So what we want to do now is go back to the row of 21. So basically the outside deck, or the top deck, sorry, where it goes to the outside. Go to the very end of that. So this basically where it goes, it's the end of this 21 section here, sorry, it's 21 long and goes in there. So at the end of this 21 here, go down to the deck below, which is down here. From the end of the 21, put a block there, so you can see it's in line with the 21 there. And what you want to do is just build a line of blocks, a wall all the way around from that end there, all the way around to the stairs. And then we do the same the other side. So I add our stairs, our blocks, sorry, going all the way around the front. So it's basically a wall I'm adding. So a wall around like so, all the way around to the stairs there. And what we can do then is add another a line of blocks along the top of the banisters there, and then we do the same the other side. So add our wall going around, and then up to the end of that 21, wherever it is there. So there we are. There's up to the end of the 21, and it should look something like that. Like I say, not pretty, not brilliant, not beautiful, but it will do. And that's that section done there. So that's that upper deck done. And then what you can do, as previous on my other ships, you can start adding the doors or windows to these walls now on this top deck. So we'll start by adding a couple of windows in the right places, and then a couple of doors. These are not in a specific order, so you can do this however you like. So I normally do sort of 8 to 10 windows and then a pair of doors, but it's up to you how you want to do it. Oh shit, done too much damage. So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a pair of doors. And you can carry on that same design all the way around if you want to. Like, you know, pair of doors, 8 windows, pair of doors, 8 windows, all the way around till you get to the back. And it shouldn't look too fine. Shouldn't look too bad, sorry. I'm going to say it doesn't look too fine, it looks bloody terrible, but there we go. So if I fly over to the prototype, you'll sort of see how it looks when it's done. So we just fly over to the overhang over here. And you can see I've got the doors or windows in, so I've got the doors there with slabs above them actually. And the windows on my prototype, or not on the build I've just done over there, I put the windows every 2 blocks, but on these inside ones are here on the prototype, they're every 3 blocks. But it's up to you how you want to do that, you know, because these are not accurate to the real ship, so these are just randomly placed. But it's up to you how you want to do those windows on that specific deck. So that's that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut. We'll work on something else, and then we shall move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the front deck house, which will support the ship's wheelhouse and bridge wings. So we're going to go to the front wall of the top deck here, and go to the centre block, which is here, which is now where the stairs are. So I put a centre block there to mark the centre, or a red block to mark the centre, so that's on the staircase there. And on the green, we're going to go back to the 6th block back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a centre block. And what we're going to do is build this wall 11 wide, so that is 5 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. And then either side we want to build 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, curving backwards that is, so 4. And then 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And then back 2, 1, 2. And then we want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want 69, so 1. And I'll try and measure as I go along, so I want 69, so I'll build it freehand, and then we should, or I'll measure as I go along, so it should be 69, everyone's favourite, and then that's 37, and that is 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. So that should be 69. It is. That's 69 there. Then we want to build inwards 3, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then we want back 30. So back along the deck 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So there we are. It's 30 there. And then we want to build inwards 10. Inwards 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus a coloured centre block there. So that's the back wall of the deck house. So do the same thing the other side, and to get this deck house done. So once again, at the end of the 11, we want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, back 2, 1, 2, and then 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 69, so I won't bother counting it, I just measure it to and compare it to the other side. So 69 all the way down, and I keep saying 69, I know, but there we go. Oop. So there we are, that's the end of the 69 there, and then we want to build inwards 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 30. So once again I shall compare it to the other side. I won't bother measuring it, I just compare it up to the other side. Like so, and then inwards 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's that deck house foundation is done. So what we're going to do now is build the bridge wing. So we go to the front, back to the front end, and the front wall, which we just built, is going to be increased to 4 blocks high. So this front wall here, increase it to 4 high. So 2, 3, 4, and build that all the way across. So 4 high all the way across, like so, like that. And then on the top of the centre block here, we're going to add a green block, like that, and then a red block, like that. So that marks the centre block, so that red block is the centre block. So you put a green block on the top and 1 red block. And then what we want to do is build an overhanging wall, which we've got here. We're going to build that 11, hang on, what was it? Let's build it 11 wide, yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. So it's basically the same width as the bottom wall. So 11 wide like that, so you can see it's overhanging by 1. And then either side you want to build outwards 7 rows of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 7 falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 rows of 4 out like that. And then we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2. Back 2, 1, 2. And then inside of that, build 2 again, 1, 2. So you can see it goes out 2, back 2, and then back 2 again. So it sort of creates a sort of G shape. And then towards the center again, we want 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? No, it's not right, is it? It's not quite gone the right thing, is it? Let me just double check that. I think I've done a small cock up there. So just fly all the way back over again. So we want... Was it 11 we wanted? Let me just measure this. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was right. But somehow that's not gone right. Let me do a jump cut while I work out what I've screwed up. So back in a moment. I know what I screwed up. It's where I built 7 rows of 4. It's actually meant to be 6 rows of 4. So I'm going to go back again and remove that last row of 4. And I'll start again. So that's that 3 there, and then remove that row of 4 there. So we've got 6 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So 6 rows of 4, and then we want the 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the 2, 1, 2, back 2, 1, 2, and on the inside 2 again, 1, 2, like that. So next again, that's C there. And then, or the G rather, and then 11 back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Make it 12. And then it should all be okay. So that's that. And then build that down to the deck below. So 1, 2, 3 to connect to the foundations below. So it should look something like that. So I apologise where things have not gone right. And I'm going to do the same the other side. So once again, we do the 4 rows of 4 times 6. So 6 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 6 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2. Back 2, 1, 2. And the inside of that 2 again. And then 11 back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 like that, and then 1, 2, 3 to connect to the deck below, or to the foundations. And there we go, there's our bridge wings in theory, looking something like that. Now as before, from this pillar here we just built to the front wall, the foundations there, increase them to 4 high. So just do that here, and it should all be fine. So there's the inside walls there, increase to 4 high. I'll do the same the other side, and then we can move on. And as before, the deck will sit on top of these inside walls, so that is where the bridge wings are. And then everything should be okay. And there we go, there's the inside walls there. And then from behind the pillar, where the bridge wing attaches, the walls are 5 high, so I shall quickly do that by hand, but I weld edit it. So once again, I'll quickly do all this. So increase them to 5 high now, all the way around. So set quartz again. And then down to the back end here. Up to the other side. And then up to the other side. Towards the front. Up to there, and there we go. Then the last 2 blocks here, increase them as well to 5 high, like so. And there we go. There's those decks, that deck house superstructure piece done there, and it should look something like that. And then what you can do then is go on the inside as before, and from the top start adding the green deck all the way across, and that green deck will stretch all the way out to the bridge wings here. And it should all look fine. So once again, I shall use the fill tool. So I shall stand on the top walls here and use the fill tool. So fill 25113 by 2000, and that should fill in the whole deck in the bridge wings as well. And there we go, there's the deck filled in up to the bridge wings, and it should all look something like that. So don't look too bad. It's not, like I say, it's not brilliant, not perfect, not beautiful, but it will do. And yeah, that's that little section done there. Alright, so what we're going to do now is do a quick jump cut while I work out what to do next, so bear with me. Right, back again. So what we're going to do now is go back to the bridge wings on the top here, and where the back of the bridge wings, where they reattach to the superstructure here, you've got this little loop, or this little area here, which sort of curves in and back and round again. So what we can do, we can eradicate that, we can get rid of it. So we'll remove, not that block as such, but these 3 blocks here, remove them, and then fill them in with green, 1, 2, 3, and then just replace the middle block there with white there, like so. It will have a gap in here, but that's no problem, but it does get rid of that section, that loopy section there. That's how it is on the prototype, and that's why it confused me. So I'll do the same here, replace there, and then get rid of these 3 and replace with green. And there we go, that's that section done. So it just straightens it off, makes it look a bit neater. And what we can do now is to add the stairs, which will go here basically. So remove those 2 blocks there, i.e. those ones, so remove those. And I'm going to fly to the prototype because I can't remember if it's 2 blocks wide or 1 block wide, the staircase. So there's something which I'm always forgetting, and it's starting to annoy me a bit. So it is actually 2 blocks wide, that's fine. Yeah, apologies there. So yeah, remove those 2 blocks, and then we'll add the stairs, going down from the bridge wings down to the deck below. So as before, like I say, 2 blocks there, remove them, and replace with stairs going down. Down to the deck below. So I have to put blocks underneath for foundations, and just build the stairs going down to the deck below like that. So you got the stairs like that, and then the banisters just go 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that to connect to the bridge wing itself, and then add some foundations underneath like so, and it should look something like that. And also you've got a little gap there as well, so you've got a block gap here which kind of looks weird, so I'll just put a block there to fill it in, and there we go. So do the same on the other side now. So remove those 2 blocks there and replace with stairs. So stairs, and then blocks underneath, and then stairs all the way down to the deck below like that, plus the foundations underneath, and then the banisters going 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that. Oh, and also fill in that little block gap there, and there we go, that's all filled in there, and don't look too bad. So one more job to do for today. We're going to go to the front wall again, underneath the bridge wing, or front wall of the bridge wings under here, or here, and then underneath that where it overhangs, we're going to add slabs from the centre front wall all the way out to the side and around the bridge wings. So just add slabs going out to the side like so, and then around the back of the bridge wings up to the stairs like so, and there we are, there's that there. So that's the bridge wings with our slabs there, and do the same the other side. All the way out like so. And then once again all the way up to the stairs. Might as well go to underneath the stairs as well like that. So I do the same on the other side, just make sure that's gone underneath the stairs up to there, and there we go. And there we are, that's the bridge wings detailed out there. And there is one more job to do, which involves the lower deck, which the overhang here is. So if we go to the deck where it goes, oh, sorry, we're below the bridge wings, so the bridge wings are there, and we're on this deck here where it goes out to the outside here, then goes inwards. So basically this corner block here, underneath that we're going to add pillars, and these pillars are going to be made out of end rods, wherever they are there. So use the end rods, use 2 of those. So from this corner here underneath we'll add a pillar there, so end rod there, and then every 6th block you're going to add 6 pillars every 6th block. So that's the first pillar, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pillar number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 6. There's our 6 pillars there. You can't really see them because of the way the ship is blended, but there you go. You can just see there, 6 pillars there. And I just do the same the other side, and then we can call it a day. So back up to the end of the outside deck here. Add a pillar there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillar number 6. And there we go, there's our 6 pillars that side. And there we go, that's all I'm going to do for today. Like I say, you can start adding the doors and windows to those two superstructure sections, and it will look fine. And there we go, so that's what I'm going to do for today. So for part 5, which I think is next, we'll do the other deck house at the back end and also the ship's wheelhouse, and that will support the funnel as well, or the funnels, and we shall move on from there. So still quite a bit to do, but the overall bulk of the ship is done. So what I'm going to do now, I shall call it a day. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 5. So bye for now.